Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be Fact Sheets week number 9. We'll continue to get these every Friday as we get close to the release of Farming Simulator 25. What you're seeing on your screen as well is part of the Riverbend Springs map trailer, which came out a couple days ago. If you want to check out my video on that, please do so if you want more information on it. But anyhow, if you guys have not already, please pre-order Farming Simulator 25. You will get the Macked On bonus pack if you do that now. There's also a ton of gameplay if you really want to take a look at different things that are on my channel and a few other channels as well out there. If you really wanted to see what the gameplay looks like and how it works, we actually went and played the game in Racine, Wisconsin at Case IH headquarters or one of their facilities out there. And we're able to get a lot of good gameplay in and kind of show it off a little bit. So that might help you make your decision. But if you do pre-order it, down below in the description, that does go to support the channel. So I do appreciate that if you do that. But anyhow, let's go ahead and jump into the fact sheets. We actually got 5 this week, and they're all pretty cool. So we'll start off here. We have the New Holland T7 LWB quite the mouthful there. This is a tractor. It's $239,500 to buy. It does have has an engine power of 224 horsepower, weighs 7.3 tons, holds 390 liters of fuel, has a variable CVT transmission, and it will drive at 50 kilometers per hour or 31 miles per hour. And I believe this is the tractor that I drove in the gameplay recently on Huton Pantai. That stuff I was just talking about, but I could be wrong about that. And then the piece of equipment it's pulling is the Vaderstad Rexius 1230. That is a planter? That doesn't look like a planter. I love it. That's fantastic. I was expecting that to be like a roller or something. But that's cool. $81,000 to buy. It does hold 180 liters of seed. It requires 170 horsepower, and it will run at 12 kilometers per hour or 7 miles per hour, and is a working width of 8.1 meters. It also weighs 2.8 tons. Then you can see, of course, the fill type down there is just seeds, and it only plants canola and sugar beets. There's a lot of like really specialized planters coming to this game, which is, I think, pretty cool to get some of the more specific ones other than just having, well, these ones will plant these, planters will plant these crops, seeders will plant these crops. We have a lot of different ones that are kind of changing that up and, just messing with that a little bit and changing that kind of system, which is pretty cool. Makes you really have to think about it. Moving on from there, one you guys are probably really excited about. We have the Aprilia, I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm not even going to try anymore. RX 125. This is a motorbike, which we knew these were coming to the game a while ago, but we haven't heard anything on them until now. This thing is $4,000 to buy. It has a manual transmission, weighs 134 kilograms. It's crazy to see something that low compared to, the tractors and stuff, obviously. And it has a speed of 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour, so fairly quick. It has 15 horsepower engine, and it says a working speed of 12 kilometers per hour, 7 miles per hour. What is it? It's not going to pull implements, I don't think. So I don't know about that working speed there, but it's on there. They've been having, I feel like, a lot of mistakes with the fact sheet, so I'm not sure about that. And it holds 7 liters of fuel, which makes sense for how small it is, but very interesting to see that. We'll see what its working speed is for. Moving on, we have the Claas Jaguar 990 TerraTrack. That is that massive forage harvester right there. That is $625,500 to buy. Has 925 horsepower, ridiculous amount of horsepower. Weighs 18.6 tons. It will hold 37 liters of, basically the silage additive. I know it has a few fill types listed down there, but we'll talk about that in a second here. Weighs 18.6 tons. It will drive at 40 kilometers per hour, 25 miles per hour, holds 1,500 liters of fuel, and has a variable CVT transmission. And then it says for fill types, chaff, grass, and wood chips. I'm assuming that the chaff, grass, and wood chips are what it will process, and then that 37 liters should apply to the silage additive, which it will take. And then moving down, we have the header, the Claas Orbis 900. Again, like I said, it's a header. It's $127,000 to buy. So between the two of these, it's a $750,000 setup here, just over that. It does require 840 horsepower to run that header, which is wild. It weighs 4.1 tons, and it has a working width of 9 meters and a working speed of 10 kilometers per hour, 6 miles per hour, which is pretty standard. And it will forage harvest corn, wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, soybeans, and sunflower. And again, it's going to harvest those specific crops into chaff. So it'll do all those ones there. I'm sure there'll be a different header for both the grass and the wood chips that were mentioned up above. But still pretty cool to see such a massive, cool piece of equipment like this coming to the game. The fact sheets this week, honestly, are just really cool. They just had a lot of really cool ones. It was kind of weird to see 5, to be honest, but I think they're just kind of ramping up a little bit as we get closer to release, which is cool. If we move on, a couple pieces of case equipment for you case fans out there. So I know you guys will love this. First, we have the tractor there, which is the Case IH Puma 260 CVX drive. That is a tractor. It's going to cost you $270,500 to buy. It has 302 horsepower, so quite a bit of horsepower on that. Has a variable CVT transmission. It will hold 390 liters of fuel, and it will drive at 50 kilometers per hour or 31 miles per hour. And it weighs 7.3 tons. And then on the back of it has a little baler, which is pretty cool. That is it's going to cost you. It's the Case RB. Sorry, I should start with the name of it. It's the Case IH RB 456 HD Pro. And it's not too big, to be honest. It's not a large baler or anything like that. So it's kind of interesting to see that. $65,000 to buy. 4 tons is how much it weighs, which is I feel like that's quite a bit for a baler, but I could be wrong. Requires 120 horsepower, so this tractor is way overkill for it. It can do 125 and 150 centimeter bales, and it will bale at 17 kilometers per hour, 11 miles per hour. And then you do see a nice little straw bale in the background. I mean, you see the straw swath there on the field. And one thing also, too, with the previous fact sheet, I won't switch back to it, but I wanted to mention this. We did see corn in a getting, silage harvested in a not ready to harvest state, which is what we're able to do now. But I just want to mention that because it is definitely coming back just based on that, which is pretty cool. Moving on to our final fact sheet, we have the Ape 50. This is a car. It's $5,500 to buy. Has 3 horsepower. That's it. Has a variable CVT transmission. Holds 10 liters of fuel. And it will drive at 38 kilometers per hour or 23 miles per hour. And it weighs 492 kilograms, which is crazy for it. Now, one thing I want to say about this, that pallet on the back of it, if we zoom in really close, it looks like there's packs of something green back there. So I'm thinking maybe like packaged vegetables of some kind, like frozen vegetables or something like that. It's the only thing I can think that will be back there that would look or have like green on it like that. So I'm just not sure about that. And even if I go over to, if I look at like the full-size photo to get a little bit better look, I still am looking at it and I really can't tell what that is. It's something green in those boxes on the back. So let me know down in the comments what you think that is that's in there. But still really cool to see that, and cool to see 5 fact sheets this week. So yeah, let me know what your favorite fact sheet as well is too. I'd be curious to know about that. And I'm trying to look through here real quick, just want to make sure there's nothing crazy in the store pages that I want to see, because they do also give us a look at them in the store if we wanted to see those just in case. But yeah, there's some cool fact sheets this week, but I think that's what I got for you guys this week. Yeah, this has been my favorite week for fact sheets for sure. These things were awesome. So yeah, even though a couple were just a couple of tractors, but still all very cool stuff. So there you go. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys on the fact sheets for next week.